Hello, everyone. Welcome into Flying with Mike. Yes, we started late today. Eh, basically a lot to do after Christmas, especially just coming off a 24-hour shift. So we took some time together, spent some time over in St. Louis to be exact. And, well, we're back now and ready to give you a nice stream. Want to welcome aboard HelloFresh as a sponsor of the stream. If you click that item, it will take you to a page where, if you're a brand new subscriber, that promo code will get you going with a 30% discount. So let me make sure I didn't just misspeak, because I sometimes do that. So hang on, you get a... Let's just put it this way, they give you a deal. Why is my screen froze up? I love when things don't work the way they're supposed to when you fire up. So, but anyway, we are here. HelloFresh is on board for the next few streams, and I hope you check them out, folks. Basically what they do, from what I understand, they deliver fresh foods to you. Recipes, seasonal produces, and premium proteins as well. So if you're running into that, slump at the end of the holidays where you're like, what am I gonna do? Well, you can elevate up that turkey, ham. In our case, well, guess what? We put the veggies in it too, just like you'd get from HelloFresh in a pot pie. So folks, check them out. Like I said, the link's there on the screen. We'll have it up for the whole day. We are flying out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, for Piedmont Virtual. Now, Piedmont Virtual is an airline that allows you to fly multiple different airlines within their scheme for this time period. Northwest was just added here, I believe fall, but don't quote me. I've been flying them for a little bit, so I kind of lost track when I started flying for it. It's really good, folks, but let me warn you ahead of time. Make sure you know, and I'm not kidding with this, folks, with a FlyJSIM. You know how to fly it. The FlyJSIM. They grade you on everything. If you bounce, they're going to give you and gig you. If you land harder than 500 feet, get ready to see them saying, why did you land so hard? Okay. So, and there's other configure. But anyway, great VA, folks. Just be ready for that. Now, if you're not up for that, hey, fine. Whole bunch of other VAs out there, but if you like to have that little challenge, check them out. Virtual American Airlines, you saw us flying with last time, they're part of that group. It's a totally separate airline within the same umbrella, kind of like the Real World American and a whole litany of airlines they code share with, except they're separate airlines in themselves. All right, so enough intro. Let's get in here, get this plane powered up and powered back so we can get out and do some flying with Mike, shall we? All right, let's hop in that cockpit here. Have a little fun. Folks, it's 727. Now, to some of you, you weren't even born when these things were flying. They had already left. Folks, this is first generation jetliner. I think I can say that. Worst case scenario, second. However, it's the first airliner to come out with an APU. So, just something to think about. Now, I know we've squabbled with a couple folks here in Discord and that, saying, no, it wasn't the first plane, it was this plane. No, it actually was. I looked it up. It actually was the very first plane to actually put an APU into service to help with the ground equipment needed. And now today you see, I mean, they still use ground equipment. So things break. They're made by man. They're not perfect, just like man. Another thing you don't see anymore today, especially you youths out there, 3-man cockpit. Get ready, folks. Could drop to 1, or 1 required, the other not. I know that's the same thing. Not really. They just won't necessarily. Believe me, folks, things are about to start changing again. There's some thinkings out there. It's going to take a while. Don't get me wrong. But there is some thought process going on. Just like there was back in the 70s when they dropped a 2-man cruise up here. 60s, 70s with that little, you might have heard of it, the 737. Might have heard of the DC-9. Yeah. So, you've got the captain on the left, the first officer on the right, and the guy that does it all, don't mind him behind the curtain, the flight engineer. He's the guy that monitored, ran many of the systems on the plane, so that you in the back could be comfortable. So give them a round of applause, folks, if you were, happy. Now, if it was a bad landing, boo the pilots. That's their problem. All right, so enough on them. All right, so we're up in the cockpit, like I said, folks. Currently, we are under ground power, meaning we have an outside cart generating the power internally. We're not going to crank up the APU till we're ready to fire engines. For some reason, and hey, if you're a real 727 pilot, first officer, forgive me for the jokes that could come your way. No, or even in the role of flight engineer. Hey, let me know why my APU is blowing generators all the time. It is first aircraft, could be that's what happened. So who knows? But one thing I do like to do. Now, most of us know the APU is usually located here. Well, that's an engine, folks. That's not an APU. It's not running now, so you can't see it. But it's actually located right about here inside the gear well here. You'll see it when it's firing up the plume coming up here. Well, they didn't have anywhere else to put it. Another feature on this plane, and I've got the door down, but I think we can still see it. Yes, we can, because I already see it. Yeah, it's not great on the inside, folks. That's why you don't see many streams. You can see basically through it. In the 70s, there was a incident that occurred on a 727. You know it today as the legend of D.B. Cooper. What the story is, folks, he robbed a bank. I believe it was up in the Oregon. Oh, by the way, folks, yeah, I was around when this happened. I actually remember the story. That's even scarier. But anyway, he, and I'm still trying to imagine how you bring a parachute on the plane. Yeah, I can already see people's eyes opening wide. What did you say? He brought a parachute on board. Somehow, some way, somehow, I guess people thought he must be Arnold Schwarzenegger before Arnold Schwarzenegger came here. And basically, they got up and flying and jumped out the back of the plane. Not through these doors, folks. This door. He had a stewardess lower it. He did his thing, jumped out, and that's where the legend of D.B. Cooper ends. To this date that I'm aware of, the money's never been found. He's never been found. For right now, all purposes, there's a possibility now old age could have killed him. However, In the wake of this incident, DC-9s and 727s, anything with a rear stair used for cooling, as this is what it truly is, and an emergency exit in the event of a ground, this little gizmo right here. Now, we can't do anything with it, but folks, that little lever you could probably buy. Today's inflated prices, okay, $15. Back then it was probably a buck or two. And they mounted it on all of them. You know how they solved that ladder from coming down in flight? It turns over the ladder, meaning the ladder couldn't go past. Pretty cool. Anyway, I thought I'd bring it up since we were on the outside. The Legend of D.B. Cooper. Look it up, folks. It's pretty good reading. So, and then finally, let's get back in here and get to work. Let's talk about the flight. Today's flight is, well, where is Sim Toolkit hiding again? I tell you, that thing loves to hide on my screens. There we go. All right, I use Sim Toolkit, folks. Basically, what we're going to do is do a quick pre-flight of what the route looks like, what the loadout looks like. Plane is already getting loaded as we speak, so in quote. And I've been alerted that the door's closed inside, so if you had a ticket, well, you're going to have to find the next flight going to Ronald Reagan International Airport. Okay, so basically our loadout today, we got 102 souls back there. I think it was 2,500 pounds of cargo. Our zero fuel weight is 125. Okay, I screwed that up. Doggone it. 125, 216, or there, I think it's closer to 500. Fuel is 27,500. And here's the way it breaks down. We'll show it no, we won't, because I'm in the wrong format. Virtual American has they use the American Airlines format from SimBrief in the flight plans. Oh my gosh, it's beautifully to be read over here. This one is very difficult on the eyes, and that's why I'm using it this way. Mach 80 or Mach 0.80. Let's get that one straight. We're not going to be blinking the eyes like Jeannie did, and poof, we're in DC. Would be nice, but not this week. So cruise altitude's 35,000. Like I said, they got us on 1-2 left. We're going to be doing 1-2 right. They changed a lot of things on me, and it's kind of irritating. And I think I know why, and oh well, we'll deal with it when we get there. All right, so the route is right here, folks. Weather. Maybe? Nope, we didn't get a METAR. Okay, so we're looking at winds 170 at 15. You can see how that's affecting the runway. Pretty good crosswind. Scattered 1,500, broken 25,000. VFR day out of here, folks. A little chilly in the mid to upper 20s, and barometric pressure is kind of low, 2960. Now, for those curious what it's like in the, I don't know if I can pull up DC. Oh yeah, I just got to click on it. There we go. 190 at 3. Now, when I started planning, they were landing on the ones. They may have changed. It's hard. It all depends how Dulles is doing things. We'll see when we get down there, and who knows? No controller. We shoot the rivers. 10 miles of visibility, scattered at 7,000, and closing in on the 40-degree mark like we were today here in St. Louis. And 3029, so we're really up on the barometric pressure. So, gotta love it. 800 miles, folks. All right, so there you go. And that is the pre-flight, folks. We'll get more into HelloFresh, but for now, let's get the rest of this cleared off so we can get to work here. We're going to try to be out of here in about 12 minutes, so get ready. All right, so we got everything ready to go here. I'm just running the rest of my checklist. Let's get up to the overhead here. Okay, let's do a light bulb check. And I can hear y'all going, you're doing, oh, what? Yeah, a light bulb check. Yeah, GE, Sylvania, all of those, Philips made a lot of money off Boeing with these light bulbs. Maybe one will fail, maybe one won't, who knows. But it'll tell you, and it'll tell you it fixed it. And I'll tell you, there are some bulbs you don't know about. These I found out in a power back. One, I think it was number 2 or number 3 didn't light up. It was the bulb. And folks, that was many an in-flight emergency back in the day. I worked at Scott Air Force Base. Changed the light bulb and oh my gosh, the gear's down and locked, Muffy. But compliments of the way the Air Force does things. It's an emergency anyway. Stinks for us at 3 in the morning, but hey, I know as many think, what are they doing anyway, sleeping? Actually, yeah. Just like you were. All right, a few more to go. Oh, we got 2 more pages worth, folks, so hang on. Okay. Coming down here. A little, you know what, we can just do it simple that way. Even though they're lit up, I still push them because I think I have run across 1 or 2 that did fail. And before questions come in, yes, we're running on a different time than it is right now. I don't like flying at night, and it's not that I don't like flying. I think it's kind of fun sometimes. What I don't like about it, you can't see the plane very well. So I don't do it. Does it take away from the realism? I guess. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, yeah, but again, my streams are for you so you all can see what's going on. All right. Good test there. One more, folks. Then all right, so let's get the window heat on. I've yet to figure out how to test these. You ever get that gnawing feeling in the back, folks, as you're what is going on with one of my monitors? Just wants to keep going out. There it goes. All right, so we're set there. RTO, anti-skids on. And before we get going too much further, yes, folks, this is X-Plane 11. Okay, radios are set. All right. Voice, windows, instruments, mock warning test. That's what I'm forgetting, and oh. Okay, they're good. All right, GPWS. That's here. Oh, there it is.
Glide slow. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear.
And those who frequent flying with Mike hear these all the time.
Airspeed low. Sink rate. Pull up. Terrain. Pull up. Don't sink. Don't sink. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Gear. Too low. Flaps. Too low. Terrain. Glide slow. Bank angle. Bank angle. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10. 500.
And that's usually after one of my landings. You get down to 30 and then all of a sudden I'm up at 500. Come. Just kidding, folks. All right. All right, so we got the GPWS checked, window heats on, smoking, instruments, transponder, parking brakes, rudder trim, fuel, hydraulics, papers. Folks, we're cleared to push back. Fooled you, we're going to power back. Okay, real quick, we do have the GP or the FMS on this. Folks, we're not going to fly VOR to VOR. We're going to fly with the FMS to help us out because well, it's what it's there for. We're flying the Colt 7 departure. Let's pull that up here real quick. Okay. This is charts 8, by the way, folks. So those of you who do subscribe to NavGraph charts, you know this updated, so you know this, folks. That haven't, you're looking forward to this. It's different from, I guess that was chart 7. I don't know. But I'm still on the fence if I like it or not. I got so used to the old one, I'm sure that's what's skewing all of my thinking. But it is a little cumbersome to get used to. But once you get used to it, I'm starting to get into it and it's a little better, but some things in it I want to get changed. All right, so like I said, we're doing the Colt 7 departure. It is a standard departure. It's not an RNAV, meaning VOR to VOR to VOR. So I can technically fly this off. This airplane is legally able to fly this back in the day. Basically, as you see over here, there's our towers. Is that towers? Or that's departure. They really don't give you a lot of help here with frequency. That's okay. Airport elevations in the graphic. We're not worried about a transition. We all know if you don't, in the U.S., it's always 18,000. And what that does is put everybody on the same barometric pressure at that level up. Folks in Europe, it's way lower. It can be below, it's below 10,000 feet in just about every country there. And in some cases, below 5,000. Other places in the 10 to 15,000 range. So check your charts. Why I have them. Worldwide, SkyVector just covers U.S. and U.S. territory. So all of the United States, that includes Alaska and Hawaii, and all of our territories. Guam, the Virgin Islands, and so forth. Puerto Rico. But anyway, so now, that's our up here. We'll get to the map here in a minute. Here's the obstacle notes we have to worry about, but down here are the instructions. Our initial climb is 7,000, so I'm going to put that in here. I set that to go thousands. I did, I just didn't. There we go. Now let me check. There we go. All right. So we're coming off the 1-2s, left and right. So what we'll do is for assigned heading, we'll fly Assigned headings from 60 to 100 degrees. Runway is 120-ish. To a point distance 7 from MSP at or above 3,500. Maintain the maintain the altitude. If unable to comply, say to departure, hey, unable to comply. It's legal. They don't like it. Well, if you're unable to comply. And then from then on to our transition, expect filed level 10 minutes later. We'll go quicker, folks. We're not going to go that far. All right, now let's get up here. So what is runway heading here? Well, I'm going to get it real quick without you even knowing. Runway heading is 121. Let's set our little speed bug. Whoops. Let me see. Nope, wrong way. And basically, I'm just going to put it on 120. Now, if you want to cheat, you can always do it this way, folks. And it looks like I'm centered anyway. All right. Okay, so we're going to fly 121. And then we'll just do, you know what, let's just fly 121 to about 4 or 5 miles, and then we'll switch to 100. Unless somebody's up, I haven't even checked. So we'll go with that. All right, there we go. Now, from there, we got to intercept, it looks like, the 119. Okay. And then the 116. To Dells. Okay, frequencies checked. All right, so we got 17.3, which is going to be right here. Going to set the DME here, 15.3. Okay, now one confusing thing, and then we're pushing back. By the way, let's go ahead and get the jetway removed. Air stair up. Air stair is Shift F1 for new users. Like, how in the heck do you get that thing up and down? Anyway, let me check something here. Doesn't look right. There it goes. Doesn't look right. There it goes. Doesn't look right. There it goes. Alright, so we're set. Radios, parking brake fuel, and hydraulics. Get the hydraulics ready to go. Let's get back here. APU is coming on. And so APU, you just go to APU start, which we just did. Hold the APU start switch for 3 count, and then when the spool's up, let the generator on. Okay, get the arrow. 1, 2, 3. Buckle my shoe. And let's get rid of SIM toolkit. I'm sorry, charts. And you can see it spooling up, and it's pretty accurate in my book. This is about how long I usually wait on them when I'm out for fun watching them. Now, the one thing, and again, real 727 pilots, flight engineers, my only thing I don't understand, I watch a lot of other guys use this airplane. It spools up to about, I don't know, 5 or 6, wherever it ends up here. And they get it to fall down. Mine continues on up. Is that a bad thing? I don't know. I'm not being funny. I'm not trying to turn it into a circus here, folks. You'll see it. It looks like, yeah, there it goes on up. I don't get it. Wait a minute. Is it going to come down? But yeah, most of them it drops to about 4. Me, it keeps going up. So I don't get it. Okay, we're on the gen. Let's go ahead. Switch over to the APU bus here. And I'm going to go ahead and shut down the air and GPU. All right, folks, here we go, starting her up. Very simple start procedure. I start the middle engine and then proceed with the left and right. Okay, what I do is I set it like this, and I open up the guard, get the down arrow. As soon as I get the valve open light here, I move over, middle engine, watching N2, which is this one right here, for 20. I forgot to do, folks. Percent correct. You have to do it again. Here we go. Got a light off. There goes the EGT. I always forget something. It has been several weeks since we've flown this plane. We've been pretty much stuck, not stuck, let me don't word it that way. We've been flying an X-Plane 12 for quite a bit. So airplanes like this, the Caravan, and all that I have that aren't compatible yet have been left in its dust. And that's a good start. We are back and stable. I'm going to go ahead now for engine 1. Same procedure. Got the light. Here's engine 1's N2. Looking for the needle there. And I used to the 7.4, all you got to do is click on it. EGT should be coming up. There it is. And then we will repeat the same thing for number 3. Again, I hope you all had a... First off, you know, the one thing I haven't said throughout this whole thing is I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. It was a really good Christmas here at the Flying with Mike household. So I really... the granddaughter stole the show, as you would expect. And I mean, it was just a grand time. I mean, just phenomenal. And I hope the same for you. I know for some it can be very and extremely difficult. My prayers go out for you. But I still hope the blessing of Christ came upon you. Number 3. 3's fired up. All right, with all engines now fired up, once this one stabilizes, we'll turn the generators on. Well, we'll just kind of follow the, you know, we did miss one step. Somebody forgot to tell me, beacon! And we're going to do an old thing that these old dogs used to do. Okay, we are fired up. All right, so let's get up here. We're going to do a power back. Doors closed, ground equipment's disconnected, double check. Double checked, everything looks good, okay. Doors, anti-ice. You know, for safety, I think we're going to go ahead, run with the engines, in case we get into St. Louis situation last week. If you haven't seen it, A319 is up on the YouTube site. Go check it out, folks. It didn't end well. Okay, yaw dampers, flight controls, we'll check those in a moment. Speeds, brakes. Okay. One last time before the brakes. Alright, speed brakes down, flaps set, trim. It's all you got to do is click in the green, folks. However, come back over here. We haven't done this yet. Get the power on. Get the air back in the cabin. Set this for 36. Landing. Okay, and then let's get all our hydraulics on. And as you can tell, it can start without the fuel pumps needing to be on. Not cool, but you know, hey, thank you, FlyJ, because you know there's so much going on in this plane. Off. All right. Did I do something with the yaw damper? I didn't think I touched it. Right. Now, you've heard me talk about this with the 747. And this gauge right here is telling us the status of the surfaces. All we have are the elevators and the rudder. No aileron. That I don't like. See, I'll turn it. No needles moving other than the occasional rudder or elevator. Now, if you get an indication when you turn the rudder and only one of those items marked move, check your hydraulics. Also, check your gauge right here. You're going to have yellow. Okay. Okay, here we go. Laps 20. Check, because I have been sitting here for quite a while. No ETC. All right, Minneapolis ground. Northwest 302, push it back, stand C2. Here we go. Another nice look at her before. Well, we're gonna, oh no. Yeah, actually we can. Brakes. Now, another way you'll know if the hydraulics aren't working. Get ready to turn here to get in the alley. It may not turn. I think it's whichever one's off, A or B. And yes, folks, this is how they did it. And yes, that's how rampies are. They just go, this airplane will hold for me. What the heck? Do not use your brakes. There we go. Why aren't we coming out? I know why. Alright, I got it fixed. Alright, so basically, folks, we are going to go right out Quebec, which is what we're sitting on, cross runway 22, down Mike, into to Bravo, and then we're I'm sorry, all the way down to Alpha, and we're going to go to the end of the runway. All right, taxi checks. Also, folks, don't forget, you got to warm your engines up. You know, if you're following procedures, and if you're with Piedmont, be careful. Make sure you do. You just lose points. It's not like they're going to go, you can't get that flight counted. No. But you lose points. You know, it's a neat competition they have. I'm not a big fan of competition, but hey. All right, one more time. Pitot heat. Ooh. Sure why they're lit, but they are. Oh, I know why. There we go. Yeah, you got to make sure your essentials in standby, and now we're good. And I don't see yaw damper. Okay, learn something. Keep that in the back. Who knows when I'll fly this again, folks. Taxi, yaw dampers check, flight controls check, flaps are green for 20. Speed brakes and flap warning set, and stabilizer set, and light on. Taxi. Here we go. And ground Northwest 302, taxi to runway 12 right, Quebec, cross 22 to Mike, to Alpha, hold short. All right, folks, so we're on our way. Let me make sure I'm not being remiss in removing anything. Also, check my chat here. All right. We are on our way, folks. Hope y'all are having a great day. Again, HelloFresh is sponsoring the stream here for the next few days. Check them out, folks. You know what? You give them a try, you help the stream, you help support it. Love for you to come aboard HelloFresh. Great service for you to give you fresh veggies, proteins, and recipes and all that great stuff. Check them out. Hang on a second. I just realized something. I'm not the brightest bulb in the cockpit here. I think they got to replace me. I'm not on mine. I thought I was. Hang on a second. There we go. Northwest 302. Split NWA. Check that flight plan. 302. Amazing when you do that, folks. At least I wasn't on a runway when yeah. All right. Yeah, folks, like I said, HelloFresh is on board with us for about the next few streams here in January. Check them out for fast, fresh recipes. HelloFresh's latest line of meals feature robust flavors, filling portions, and can be made in less than 15 minutes, folks. That's amazing. Because I know some of you out there, you're on the go, man. You're just moving and shaking, man. I got to be at the next thing right now. Boy, check them out, folks. Delivers right to your door. Enjoy the taste and quality, done quickly, using their recipes, like a falafel power bowl, seared steak and potatoes. You got me at steak on that one, folks. And Bernice sauce, in a Bernice sauce. Okay, I don't even know what that really is, so you need to check them out and tell me. But the steak, you had me at steak. Folks, it's there for you. Or here's another one, Southwest pork and beans. Folks, HelloFresh is available. All you got to do is click the link, or when it comes up in the chat box, and using that promo code, you're supporting the stream. So, by golly, why not give them a try? I know some of you out there. I know one. He's always on the go. He may need something to calm him down a little. No, just kidding. But seriously, check them out, folks. It's there. I mean, like I said, 15 minutes. And you can enjoy that taste of you doing it with their products delivered straight to your door. Check them out. HelloFresh. Click the icon there, or when you see it come up on the timer, or simply right here. YouTube users, is available to you too by clicking that. So We'll have a link in the text there so you can participate too, because I know you guys are on the move and shaking and all. You want to get back to that sim flight, I know. So check out HelloFresh. All right, we're coming up to 1-2. We do not need to de-ice, so we're going to skip turning in, folks, and continue on. Let's get our takeoff checks rocking and rolling here. All right, we're number 1. Let me just do galley power, make sure it's on. Electrics, good. Fuel, hydraulics, we're good. Flight controls will set in on the runway. APU's off. Shoulder harnesses, anti-skid, transponder set, ready to go. I want to point out one more thing with this 727, folks. Do you see the transponder down there? Those that know. Those that don't, okay, I'm going to cut you some slack. It's actually up here, folks. Okay, we're TARA, and we are turning for the runway here. Let me just make sure we're all set to go. Wing anti-collision lights, CSD, ground off. Right here's the switch, folks. Auto pack, arm, that's up here. Armed. We're ready to go. Ignitions, we'll get that here. Let's go ahead and put them on. Flight. Wait a minute. Okay. That's weird. Landing gear up, flaps. Oh, that's up. Transponder, flaps set, auto pack, we're ready to go. I went one page too many. All right. Okay, real quick, folks. Today we're flaps 20, V1's 122, rotate 122, 134. Here's our flap retraction speeds. We're set on the EPR. And the bugs are set. I'm going to move this one on up to 240-ish as best I can. And we're ready to go, folks. Got some centers up. Let's make sure we're clean and green here. And there we are, ready to go. Minneapolis traffic, Northwest 302, type 727, departing 12 right, Coulter 7. Brakes off, flaps set. Make sure the brakes are RTO, they are. Here we go. Flight attendants, take your seats for departure. Hey, nobody's announced they're in the area, so we're on our way. Okay, I am going to rolling takeoff here, folks. Lights on. Overshot. Here we go. Rolling, rolling, rolling.
80 knots.
Heading.
V1. Rotate.
let's turn to heading 100. Start our acceleration, get a notch of flaps up. Okay, we're going to run through here. Packs are on. Galley power's on. Okay, after takeoff, good. Flaps, we're starting up. Let's get another couple notches up. Flaps up. Okay, we're going to continue climbing. Like I said, we're taking it all the way up, but we were ready just in case. Flaps, no lights. Auto pack set, fuel set, AC pressure set. Just because one airplane did it, I want to look. They did not. Okay. There's 10,000. Let's take care of that first. Okay, lowering the nose. Here real quick. Set 280. Come down to 1,000 feet a minute, turning on course. Climbing, but we're trying to get speed. And what will happen when we get to the bug set just under 6 there, what, 0.6? Actually, I'm going to open up ever so slightly there. IAS. Now I can continue on my climb. Flaps up, trip, pressure, already. Again, here's what we're working with. At 29-ish, we'll go to 0.78, or once we reach it, we'll switch into Mach. Okay. There we go, folks. We are on our way. Let's double check all our lights. Get over here, start closing up. Okay, we're set there. Fuel looks good. Flight. Okay. There we go, folks. Checklist complete. Continue on up to cruise. Hope you're enjoying the flight, folks. And here's 18,000, so we got to set 2992 here in a minute. Explain the idiot light that just came on. ALT, what that is the altimeters don't match. It actually was a partial cause of not a cause, quote, quote, but a contributing factor. There's the word I'm looking for. And that's why we have this one. Many of your flight sims, you move this one, it sets that one. Here, you're doing the job of 2 people, so that's, or 3 people. So you're constantly in motion. All right, we're in vectors here. Let me pull up my routing to see where we are. Just past taxi. Okay, direct. Here, let's go in. Oh no, we can't yet. Sorry, folks. Gotta go to GPS. 2 and nav. Slight course variations, but overall, we're looking good. All right, we are in cruise, folks. Really, really hope you're having a grand day. Again, I hope you had the merriest of Christmases possible. Again, I know there are some that have blue Christmases, and oh, I feel for those. We went through that, still do to some extent, but time does sort of heal wounds, folks. But really, it's our good Lord allowing us to work through those wounds and through that time to lessen the impacts. They'll never go away, folks. I wish I could say that, but the punch they sometimes give lessons with our Lord Jesus. So we are climbing now for 35,000. Let me double check. We're still on altitude select. We are. And we're showing up front. Okay. All right, so folks, just kind of sit back, relax. We're kind of playing some music in the background. It's completely copyright free, and trying to keep it at a lower tune while we're going through the air. Again, for those just jumping in, HelloFresh is sponsoring the stream for the next few weeks. For me, it's just a few streams. And there's a promo code. You may have come in early enough here to catch it when it came up. I'll put it up there again here right now. If you click on that, you haven't used HelloFresh here in the States, check them out. Folks, it is it's an interesting service. Sorry, I kind of lost track in my mind what I was trying to do. Basically, they deliver produce, proteins to you with recipes so that you can put these together. And folks, you can do it in around 15 or so minutes. So boy, if you're on the go, this is something to look into. And they have super recipes here, folks. Falafel power bowls. Not 100% sure what a falafel is, but we'll give it a try here. Seared steaks and potatoes with Bernese sauce, Southwest pork and beans. That's some of the recipes you'll get. Or when you got the big game coming up here, it's the perfect excuse to host a get-together. Now, how many of you out there don't do that for the big game? I know this guy isn't really into the big game, but I know tons of you out there, especially here in the States, that are. And you get together with your favorite people, tune into that game. Of course, you got to catch a few great commercials. Yep. And fuel up on some epic eats that HelloFresh can provide. Provides you the ingredients, you put them together with their recipes. What a way to do it, folks. Like, now here's a tailgate item. Barbecue baby back ribs. Most tailgates that I did back when I was much younger, they could be found along with the chicken wings and all of that, or chocolate chip brownies, and anything and everything in between, folks. Check them out. Click the link or the promo code. Hey, tell them Flying with Mike sent you. Clicking that promo code does. Hey, you're supporting the stream that way. They are sponsoring us for the next few days. So, oblige them, folks. We'd love for you to check them out. Hey, and if you do, I'd like to hear from you. So, I have a few people in the family who told me they already subscribed. So, unfortunately, that promo code won't work for them. But they tell me it's really good service when you're on the go. Folks, it's winter time. There's another one. You know how the grocery store can get. You want to stock up on things, and guess what? Someone's hoarding them. Here you go. Another way to do it. So check them out, folks, here at the HelloFresh Market. And they'll take care of you. All right, folks, we are climbing through 29,000. We are at, nope, we're just under 0.78, so we'll let her get up a little higher and set her to Mach airspeed climb. What am I talking about here at this plane? When you're flying a 727, folks, you're old school auto throttling, and it isn't an auto throttle per se. All it's going to do is take that bug, and the pitch of the airplane will maintain that speed. But IAS, you're at 29,000, you're pretty much into the Mach numbers that we use for flight. Right now we're at about I thought we had a Mach one here. Guess we don't. I guess again, I've been flying the 747 quite a bit. There'll be more flights coming soon, folks. So I do get confused between planes. All right, I'm going to call us at that speed. So all we do is come down here, move this from that pitch being controlled. We set the thrust. Our current thrust is set. Pushing a little hard here. There we go. So it's going to control the rate of climb to maintain this. Come down here, move this over to Mach. And instead of the indicated airspeed, it's going to work on this outer ring where the Mach numbers are 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9. And take us right up to 35,000 and hold us there. Now, that's as far as I'm not even going to call it an auto throttle. I don't know what you call it. because it doesn't hold speed from the you, the pilot, first officer. Maybe they'll pawn it off to the guy in the back doing all the other work to maintain that 0.78. Not hard, but it can be, especially with the different winds as we progress along and through the world. All right, folks, it just help orientate you here. This is one of the most confusing parts of this plane. I don't know if this was how it was in the real world. And again, I call upon the real world pilots that flew these. Your DMEs are backwards. This one is for DME 2. DME 1 is over here. So if you're wanting to track to get back to your airport, say you want to take off and say you blow an engine, you're coming back. Guess what? You can have DME2 set to that so you can come back and know your DME from the airport. So, but it's flip-flop and very, to me, confusing. So, all right, we are closing in on the Dells here in Wisconsin, and then on our routing will then take us, won't tell us, I just realized that, onto the J34. Well, what comes after that? Who knows? We'll head over to Badger, then Abdale, and then VIO. Now, you're going to see me flip-flop, and it just keeps me busy. That's why I do it. There's our cue. We're about to level off, so I need to get back into cockpit. Focus in on setting that airspeed as we get close to Mach 80. Now, once we do the level off, that speed bug is useless. You could set it to 160. Guess what? Not going anywhere, folks. It ain't going to slow down. If anything, right now, this power setting will speed up. So what I use it for, I'll set it at 0.8 as a way to tell me the easy, it's a nice eye catcher. So, also, folks, in the chat, hey, if you want to talk about Christmas, I'd love to hear about your Christmas. Good, bad, the ugly. Just like the videos we put out, folks. I don't hold back when I crash. well, you're going to see them, and then we can all try to learn from them. You can be the virtual NTSB to me. Hey, I love it. I learned from it. So we are now getting that level off. We'll let her accelerate up. See it beginning to speed up. So what I'm going to do is set the bug right here. That tells me that's 0.8 on the gauge, and that way I can easily see it. See, are we at speed, fast, slow? Doesn't have that neat little ball that goes up and down on the left side of your ADI, artificial horizon. Almost there, so I'm going to go ahead and start powering back to about 100, 1.9 here on my EPR, which is the top. Hopefully that's like around a little slow, a little slow. And we'll kind of keep an eye on it. For now, folks, let's get that announcement out. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Captain Flying with Mike at the helm. Welcome aboard. Hope you all have had a great time. Hey, we're reaching cruise. We're going to go ahead and kick off that seatbelt sign. However, when you're seated, we'd like you to keep that on. Just on the outside chance we hit severe turbulence and throws you about. Keeps you a little safer. Listen to your flight attendants. They're about to start the service, but by all means, folks, their main job is your safety. So pay attention to them. And finally, folks, we should be in our destination in about, looks like an on-time arrival, 1 hour, 17 minutes ahead. So I hope you enjoy the service. Thanks for flying with us, and we hope you choose Northwest next time. All right, we're easing off, 8. Still wanting to push a little bit up, so keep powering back ever so slightly. All right, folks. And you can see the little icon we have up on the screen there, folks. We are sponsored by HelloFresh. You know, check them out. Look at the food you get in the, you know, a little bit of what it's showing you. Folks, if you're interested, click on it. It'll get you going. New subscribers actually help support the stream, so we'd love for you to do that. A lot of great things, a lot of great interesting things here, reading through the points they have here. Just amazing. Like, for instance, here's a neat one. You know, think about this. How many ads have you seen out there this? Heck, we're not even into January yet, folks. We're already seeing the Weight Watchers and the you name it, they're out there. Hang on a second, folks. My bad. I just All right, my bad. Let's see, where was I? Oh, January. And you see all the ads for losing weight. Everyone's mind is on eating better, eating less, eating better than they did in 2022, meaning healthier. There's the word I'm looking for, healthier. And with HelloFresh, it's good to know you always get quality food, folks. Quality ingredients to put together from the farm, sent to you in less than 7 days, so you know they're fresh. I used to drive a truck, folks. That was our goal. Get from California to the markets on the East Coast as quickly as we could, so the food that's in the back of our refrigerated trucks get to the markets fresh to you. So same principles here. They get it to you fresh and very healthy for you. So take a look at them. All you got to do is click the image, or when the promo code comes up throughout the stream, click on it. And like I said, you sign up, take an order, and you're a new subscriber. Hey, you're supporting the stream on top of it. So we appreciate you, folks. And check them out. Save you a lot of time and effort. All right, looking at the airplane right now, folks, we are at 0.8. I'm seeing us holding that well. So, I mean, we're just moving along. Hour to go. So about an hour and 10 minutes. So folks, enjoy the ride. And in about 20 minutes, I may chime in from time to time, but in about 20 minutes or so, we'll start walking through the arrival into DC. I have looked ahead. We do look to have ATC. I need to check with Sim Toolkit here. Looks like we're going to miss Indianapolis. And I think Tungsten is up, which is basically Washington, D.C. Radar. Let me just double check again. Yeah, Potomac approach is up. So we will have ATC coming in. May not be to the ground. We'll see. Let me see if they've changed. Yep, they are. They are changing. Rivers visual. And yeah, so we're looking at potentially the Rivers approach. Sit back, relax, enjoy the ride, folks. And again, check out HelloFresh. A few more days they'll be on the stream here supporting us through you. Check them out. Click that promo code. Hey, take an order. You've just supported the stream. We appreciate you ahead of time. We'll be back in about 10 to 20 minutes. However, you can keep chatting away, folks, and we'll see you, we'll chat with you there, and if need be, over the air. So again, thanks for being a part of today's stream, and we'll see you in a few minutes. All right, folks. One thing I did want to do is go over this psalm that came up. What a psalm. Bless the Lord, O my soul. You know, there's a couple of Christian songs. There's a Christian song that's in the refrain. Bless the Lord, O my soul. As the psalm continues, and all that's within me, bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits. Who forgives all your iniquities, heals all your diseases, who redeems your life from the pit, hell, who crowns you with steadfast love and mercy, who satisfies you with good, so that your youth is renewed like the eagles. Folks, what a psalm. Off the top of my head, I can't really let you know who the actual writer was. Since many were written by David, I'd love to do that as my fallback, but I may be way off. So, but you know, praise, when we praise the Lord, it doesn't just come from our lips. No. We got to emanate it. You know, we got to feel it right in our gut, right in our soul, recognizing all the great blessings God has given us. Oh, and I know this time of the year can be very rough, folks. Like I said, we talked about the blue Christmases out there. But God is still worthy of praise. He is holy and majestic and mighty. And we have even a greater reason to praise him, because every moment we take a breath in. And I know some of you, you're saying, you just don't know how bad it is. They're flying cap. Oh, I know how bad things can get, folks. But you know what? Every breath is a grace handed out to you from the Lord. He does not take you through things that Lord knows you can handle. He will not do it, folks. So, folks, praise God, from whom all blessings flow. Praise him, all creatures here below. Think about that, folks. I know some of you are just struggling so hard this Christmas season for any kind of reasons, from deaths in the family, the spouse, to financial problems. I mean, inflation's through the roof. No end in sight, even though they babble about it in the press. Folks, it is still tearing people up. Jobs are beginning to, people are starting to get scared for their jobs because of this. I understand that, folks. Realize God has something better for you, something greater for you. Just accept Jesus into your heart. Will it cure your blues? No, not right away. It still takes time, folks. One pastor I once heard said, "Why do I keep on sinning after this?" Well, do you understand it took however old you are when you give your life to Christ, that you've got it. Christ has to work on you to get you out of that. So it takes time, folks. So he is very gracious to us, folks. Always keep that in mind. Bless the Lord, O my soul. All right, folks. Again, like I said, we are roughly somewhere between lost and found. No, about 1 hour and a minute out. So again, there's the promo code, folks. We would love for you to smash that link. 21 free meals, folks. That's nearly the month of February. Something to think about. Times are hard, folks. Right there's a blessing in front of you. All right, folks. Just chatting with the CEO. Great Christmas here. My daughter put together a phenomenal logo that will be premiering here soon. And the CEO got me a light that says I'm on air, so people know. All right, folks. Oh, we had a great Christmas, so I really, truly hope you did too. Our sponsor, we're trying this out first time, folks, so, you know, bear with us as we learn. But yeah, there are we've had many offers through Stream Elements. This is the first one I'm actually giving a try to, and we'll see how it goes. I truly think this is a good sponsor for you folks. 21 days of free food. I mean, by signing up, and you help the stream out as well. And I mean, it's kind of a win-win. You know, and one big thing, especially for you folks on the East Coast, you can skip that snowy trek to the grocery store to stock up on what I like to call French toast. Think about it. You go in, you get milk, eggs, and bread. French toast. But no, you go in, you stock up on snacks, sides, desserts. But you know, that can be done at HelloFresh in the market there. You can stock up, they box it, and they ship it to you, and your little feet don't hit the snow. You don't leave the house other than to pick up the box, bring it in, open it up, and voila. You have fresh food available for the table. Can't beat that, folks. Click that promo code. I don't think I've seen it again in a while, so there it is. Go ahead, click that, folks. 21 free meals plus meal. Wait a minute. Oh, plus free shipping. Sorry, my eyes were seeing something totally different. I'm glad I went back, fully reread. 21 free meals plus free shipping for that. So check it out, folks. HelloFresh right there on the screen. Love for you to check them out. All right, let's you know what, we're in here tight enough. Let's get into the arrival brief, because we're gonna need to do a couple things. Okay, first thing is we're 300 miles out of top of descent right now. We need to set up our arrival. Okay, buckle. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure it was there. All right, today, we bring it up for y'all. We're coming in on what's called the Nummy 3. I've never heard of this. They keep coming up with some fun ones into here. Folks, it's a standard approach again, VOR to VOR to VOR. We're going to run with the FMS here. And as you can tell, we're going to come in on runway, well, actually, I don't know if you have yet or not. So I am going to take some liberty here, METAR, KDCA. Bring up the METAR, 160 at 310, and VFR, so 19s are the active right now. Now, looking ahead is how I'm getting that. The current ATIS is, expect the runway, let me try that again, folks. Wow, little tongue twister. River visual approach to 1.9. We're going to look at that here in a second, because we got to program the FMC. So here we go. Bucko, 31,000 feet. Honer, 26,000, 23. Pretty simple descent to Druz. Then we stay at or above till Seppi, and then 8,000 at Amel, which is Dulles. Over to Nummi at 6,000. Still love that one. That's awesome. All right, so approach. We are running what's called the Rivers approach to 1.9er. There it is. See if I can't get rid of some things here to help us out. Bear with me a second, folks. There we go. All right, that's helping a little. We hide that, pull Nummi back up. So you can see we end up at Nummi, then we join the rivers. I have no idea where Nummi comes in at here. Okay, I'm gonna check something here off. All right, Nummi is spelled mummy with an N. Okay. Are you serious? Okay. All right. Yeah, just took rereading here. So basically, we're going to depart AMLVOR 070. That's right here. It is. Oh, for the ones. Okay. So from AML, we'll track 070, expecting vectors to Fergie. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this put in here. All right, now what are we called here? Is that even up here? Ooh, that's not even an approach. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Let me try something else. Plug it in from Fergie, execute. Okay. Bucko. Okay, next. All right, so let me look at altitudes real quick. Okay. All right, so we're planning the LDA, but we're gonna try this rivers approach. Holy heck. So, Wow, I thought we had that in here. Okay, we're 240 out. Wow, what an approach. That's even closer. Can I change that? Yeah, we'll just leave it. Okay, so we're programmed in, ready to go. So they say. Okay, we're getting a little fast. Let me power back a little. Lightening up, that's what's happening. Get back here and close up these. Okay. There we go. All right, folks, we're programmed on the FMC. Now, what we need to program, landing data. VREF on 129 at this point, flaps 30. Set the bugs. Ready to go there. All right, I just realized I was remiss. I thought I had charts up there and I did not. All right, so here's what we got going on, folks. You heard me talking about it in the background. Mummy or Nummy 3. Now, our approach is right here. We're going to go to AML VOR. So Bucko, we got to be at 31,000. Owner, 26. Kiesel, 23. Druz, 15. Then at or above till we get to Seppi at 11. And then AML VOR at 8,000. There's where we'll turn to heading 070 and follow it off, being vectored by Potomac approach to Fergie to then fly the arrival. We are programmed for the LDA, but since we're visual, we just got to slow to our approach speed, which, like I said, should be, well, VREF is now 120. We'll look at it again at AML before we start and see where it's at. I'm going to be VREF plus 10. So right now would be 138, 140-ish. We'll maintain that as we work down the river on the LDA to make the turn. And again, there's our VREF and information. All right, folks, again, welcome aboard. We thank you for being a part of Flying with Mike. If you're new to the stream, love you to smash that follow button so you can follow us on our next stream, which will be sometime tomorrow. Got a lot going on tomorrow. I'm not sure what's planned will happen. So hang on a second, just chatting with one of my moderators who's not able to make it. You know, family's in town, folks. Family always comes first. So, alrighty. But again, love for you to smash it. Tomorrow we're planning to one more time. Take 2, Philly to St. Louis. Will we make it? Wasn't pretty last week, folks. In that, when that temperature nosedived. We iced up big time in X-Plane 12, even with the wing ice, even with the engine ice, even with the probe ice, down we went. So, oh well. All right, let me get the information off the screen, and we'll get back to some in-flight music here, folks. And about another, we got 15, 20 miles. Oh no, we got about 80 miles. So enjoy the music here for a little bit. We'll be back with you shortly. And don't forget, folks, our sponsor, HelloFresh. Folks, if you're a new subscriber to them, for the next few days while they're part of Flying with Mike, 21 free meals go out to you, plus free shipping. Check them out. That's not a bad deal, folks. I mean, hey, we all know how bad winter's been here in the Midwest and the Northeast. It's been brutal. I mean, it's even making those folks down in Florida hear something they've never heard, their teeth chatter. No, just kidding. But you know, instead of going to the grocery store, you could go to the HelloFresh market, get everything you need, packaged, delivered. Again, 21 meals free, right to your doorstep. And you'll be set to go through this cold spell. Check them out. Click that promo code, folks. Support the stream on top of it. Love for you to be a part of HelloFresh and Flying with Mike. Hey, Fox 85, Merry Christmas to you as well. Welcome in, first time chat. Hope you're enjoying the stream. High above Ohio at this time. Huh. Interesting. I don't see them on the list. Oh, they are. Cleveland zone. I better get on them. Hang on a second. Da-dum. What are they? 119.87. Maybe I ought to wait till he wants to talk to me. Get that pushed back up. And immediate frequency, that's what I came here for. $17.10. Let's set some radios up here. 10-8. Okay. 13.9 for AML. Eventually 0 DC. Let me just make sure I didn't miss it. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the 727. Sorry, I've been kind of wrapped up here trying to wonder when Cleveland's going to want me to talk to him. Yeah, it's an interesting plane. I'm really looking forward to it in X-Plane 12 when they get it compatible. I have not seen that old livery for Air France, and I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I will definitely be watching for that. Okay, we are 58 miles from Bel Air, and then we start working in on the arrival. But I hope everybody out there in the chat has had a Merry Christmas. Feel free to talk about that. Love to hear how your Christmases went. I'll do my best to keep up here, but we are, like all flights, slowly getting close. We just dropped under 100 miles out, so see how well we do. And I will be honest with you folks, it has been, well, I flew it over Christmas once or twice, and it's been a while since I've been in X-Plane 11. Like I said, I've been focusing on the new sim on the town, X-Plane 12, and really hoping for this plane to come over soon. We do fly the Fearless 747 in 12. We also fly the Tolus A319, Flight Factor A320, Zibo 737. I need to get back to that because I need to work with the creators of Zibo to make sure things are right, because yeah, we're having a little bit of some issues with it. But it just very well may be my end that I didn't do something right. So all right, so basically, folks, give you a quick rundown. Those of you joining in, we bring up charts one more time. All right, you see where we are right now, dropping down here to air. From here, we're going to Bucko. And so we're going to come in like this to Bucko, fly that out. You see the restrictions we have coming down to Dulles, AML, Armel. Then we're going to turn 070 and then eventually to Fergie, come in on the LDA. One of these days I'm going to get the guts up to try the river's actual visual approach. But we'll be on the LDA, so I'll know when to turn for, well, I'll have to do it. But yeah, we'll give it our best. Well, sir, we appreciate you coming aboard. Thank you so much for the support. See you another time. Thank you. All right, 160 at 3, 10 miles, 7,500 feet, 2 degrees. Ooh, a little chilly in the capital city. All right, folks. You know what? What the heck? I haven't done that in a while. Let me throw a prediction in there. Folks, if you want to put a prediction in on what you think the landing will be like by myself, hey, feel free. Put the exclamation mark, the word predict. Put a space in there and then a negative number. See how close we get. Oh, getting a little speedy here. All right, we are really must be getting a tailwind of some kind. Again, those of you new to the sim of X-Plane 11/12, we're in 11. The auto throttle here is only up in your pitch. Does not hold your speed like you'd be used to in a 737, an Airbus, 74, 777, 87. You know, this is how it was, folks. You work with your throttle. This is a plane the pilots had to actually do a little bit of work. The guy behind him did a lot of the work. So, a flight engineer earned his paycheck. These guys did too, because the INS systems, when they came online, they only got 9 fixes, so every 9th fix they got to be already updated. All right. Just a tad on the crabby side today, folks. Crabbing through the skies there, trying to stay on the course. Making my corrections for the heading challenge. All right, Bucko, 31,000, Horner, 26,000. Oh, way with the map. All right. All right, folks, we are coming over Bel Air, VOR. Now we are direct Bucko, the initial for the Nummy 3 arrival. One thing, folks, and especially to those who drop in, drop out, be mindful. I do put up the good, the bad, the ugly of all streams to YouTube. This one may take a little bit. We'll get it up there, though. So let's start getting set up for the descent. All right, legs. No, it's not ZZ Top, folks. Bear with me, folks. We are coming off INS. You heard it first. We are going to fly this one, folks. Well, the autopilot is, but we are going to be doing it the old-fashioned way. Almost. Almost. Hang on. Helps to be on navlock. Navlock. Go. We need to be on a heading of... Uh, 140. I think that's right. We're actually doing 106. Let's kind of keep an eye on this. Wonder why Cleveland never wanted to talk, or Indy for that matter, if that's what the deal was. Getting into a headwind. Hang on, folks. Okay. And what's our minimums? Okay. Somehow, some way, you were drifting off course. Okay, I might get that seatbelt. We're bouncing around enough to call for it. All right, folks, we've turned on the seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and make sure your seatbelts are on. We're getting into some turbulence here. Also, we're getting ready to start our descent. So please keep your seatbelts on through the remainder of the flight. Again, thanks for flying with Northwest. Check something. That's what the issue was. let's get this set up. 102. Yep, that's what the issue was. Alright, now we're tracking it right, and we haven't started our descent. Let's start it now. First set this. Set the 26. Actually, yeah. All right, let me get a vertical speed set up here to about. Yep, we are definitely getting beat up out here. Let me go ahead and slow the 7-8. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. It's getting a little bit in the ears, even though I can turn it down. I want to do our best here to okay, I'm going to heading select. We're waiting for it to go from, and then we'll switch it over to the heading. Okay, we're over the VOR from. Just get a slight turn into it. Get the mileage coming up on it. We'll switch back into VOR lock for the 29-mile trek to Druz. Then we'll try to tune in 13.6, I think is what's going to be AML. 13.5. Okay, 12 miles is good. Let's just click over. And I am just setting 280 now. That's what I want to come down at. Okay. I am going to... I did put it on, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's on VOR lock. Okay, there's the horn for 23,000. Altitude select is now green. T5 is what heading? What's 17? Select. Flop. 17. Take it. All right. Go, folks. We are now tracking to AML. And we need to come down 8,000. Still up? No, they are not. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me do this. Do that, and put another 2,000 feet in. I do miss, I mean, the 747, folks, has some really nice features. One being I can set my descent. It's on the dial that I'm at or around the number I want. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. We're above 14. We're definitely there. Got to be down to 11. Okay. Okay, we're coming up on transition, which will mean we need 3034. Okay, so we need title. Okay, 30. Okay, we're set. How we doing? Well, we're not making 11 by then, Tom. Okay. 8. Then 1,000. Okay. All right, folks. I know I'm talking a lot to myself and not to you. I do apologize for that. We are descending. We're trying to make AML at 10 miles, I think it is. Yes. And we're not going to make 8,000, but we're going to continue the descent.
Dulles traffic, Delta 1017, establish ILS 01 right.
So let's go down here. I didn't think it'd let me take it below. All right, so we're slowing to 250. See if that helps a little. But I do want to welcome you in. Hope you have had a great Christmas. We are minutes away from touching down here in Reagan National from Minneapolis. Okay, there's 250. About 3,000 high all the time. I see what I'm doing. Okay. So we need to prepare for 070. And that, folks, is an inner marker for Dulles. Okay, we're going to heading select.
And Dulles traffic, Delta 1017 is on a 7-mile final 01 right, Dulles.
Something tells me that's my room ahead. Okay, we need 1085. I should have that on one of them. All right, there's our rivers approach, folks. All right, so we can come off. All right, plane's mine, folks. We're flying in. E300 at Hadel.
And Dulles traffic, Delta 1017 is clear 01 right via Kilo 2. Taxi into the gate via Kilo Alpha 5. Dulles.
Reagan traffic, Northwest 302 Rivers. Arrival 19.
Reagan traffic, American 2138, taxiing to runway 19 via Juliet, across 15.
Again, folks, my apologies for the quietness here. This is one of those tricky approaches. East at 1700. Oh, get up. Nothing. Reagan traffic, 19's in sight. Rivers approach. Landing. Okay, let's start.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Well, folks, welcome into Reagan. We'll get off here at this taxiway right ahead of us.
Reagan traffic, American 2138. 38 is at the holding point for runway 19. Reagan traffic.
And Reagan traffic, Northwest 302 has exited and turning on to Alpha from runway 19 to the gates.
Roger, Reagan traffic, mirroring 2038 is lining up for runway 19 departure.
I think I heard anyone coming in on the others. All right, folks, we are here. Let's taxi down Juliet. First off, landing lights off. It's always a fun approach, folks. Strobers off. Lights off. As soon as we clear this runway, we'll... I did not crash. Welcome aboard, Hawker. Nice to see you. You have been missed throughout the day. No, we did not crash. Alright, let's set the brakes up here real quick, go through the checks. Ignition. Alright. But I am sorry to disappoint you. Yeah, we didn't crash. Sorry, folks. Alright, get up here on the window heat off. Actually, we're going to leave it on because of how cold it is. Any else?
So Reagan traffic, American 20 on 38 is airborne, passing 1800.
Pitot heat off. That we can do.
Reagan traffic, Lindbergh 4434, holding on Kilo, just gonna get a checklist done. We're gonna taxi runway 19 via Kilo, and we're gonna cross runway 15 at Kilo, traffic advised.
Alright, let's get boogieing. One, two, three, buckle my shoe. Firing up. Headed to gate B21, so long as nobody else is in it.
Reagan traffic, Lindbergh 4434, cross runway 15 at Kilo, then we're gonna hold true to 19 on Kilo.
Okay, next intersection we'll turn in and proceed direct to gate 21, right on the corner there, folks.
Ronald, Reagan traffic, Okay, Lindbergh 4434, departing runway 19 on Kilo on the Siggy 5 departure, bound to maintain 13,000.
Washington traffic, Blue Street 9948, taxiing runway 19 via Kilo Lima Juliet, Washington.
All right, we are in the blocks, folks. Break set, 3 minutes set. Again, I want to thank you all for being a part of Flying with Mike. We're just running through the final parts here.
Western 616 is 8 miles out to the northwest of the field, inbound to the river visual for runway 19, Washington.
There, that takes care of being interrupted. All right, as I was saying, we're in. We're just finishing up. We got galley power is off. Radar that I did not turn off yet. Fuel, hydraulics set, and pressurization set. Let's make sure, double checking. Okay, and brake pressure is good. Parking brake start levers, we're good to go. 3 minutes is up, and guess what? We're on the gens. All right, we are in. All right, so folks, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you also check out our sponsor that we do have on board, HelloFresh. Bear with me a second. I know you've seen the link go through a couple times. I saw it myself, but too busy to make mention. Folks, if you use the promo code they gave us here at Flying with Mike, 21 free meals shipped to you for free. Folks, in the wintertime, that can sometimes be a godsend to have 21 meals come to you and you not have to go to the grocery store. So think about that, folks. Click that promo code there. It's also on the Flying with Mike site. YouTubers, it's there, be in the description here shortly once this video is published. Folks, it's been my pleasure. We are going to try to do a replay of that landing for those that joined in right at the end. And hope you all again had a grand time here. We try to keep it light, try to have some fun, but let's take a look outside. I haven't brought the jetway over nor lowered the back end. Oh, I need to get the beacon off. All right, let me work with minus 256. Wow. File PIREP. PIREP filed. That's how simple it is, folks, at Piedmont. I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to do here, folks. I love when I get hung up here. Hi, reps. Ah, got myself hung up here. 58. Oh, wait. I thought it was a 58-minute flight. No way. See how we did here real quick. Internet's trying to be slow on us today, folks, so let me... trying to see how we did. Okay. Hang on a second. All right, so we got the information they need in. All right, it was a great flight, folks, I gotta say. All right, so let's first take a look around here. See who's all here. We got a couple of aircraft parked around us. Again, X-Plane 11, folks. Scenery, I think, got better. I don't know unless that was something to do with the whole process. It just seems much, much better. Or I just got used to 12 and now I'm seeing it here. But I don't even, well, yeah, I guess the capital was there. All right, so let's get back in here and get off VATSIM. Okay, that takes care of that. All right, so what we're going to try to do here, first we're going to review the flight. And by review, I do not mean the entire flight again, folks. What I do is, first off, get Sim Toolkit up here. This is the big thing I love about Sim Toolkit, folks. It allows you to look at your approach, look at your landing numerically. Then X-Plane allows you to rewind the flight, and you can watch it visually and learn from it to try to make them better. All right. Wow. Okay. One thing I am going to pull up here, I don't know if you're going to see it or not. 26 was VREF. Okay. Well, we were a little slow. No biggie, but folks, 19 was our runway. Quick, for those not aviation savvy, with looking at that runway, it's like like me looking at a golf course and going, how far is it to the green? Well, folks, you know, avid golfers know there's these bushes and trees set that they learn how far away things are. Analogous to our runway here. Same thing. Okay, starting right here. Now these chevrons behind us here, this is strictly blast pad overrun. You're technically not allowed, in the real world you don't touch it. Sim world, I'm sorry, the virtual FAA is not watching. So whatever you want to do it. But anyway, this is your threshold. This line right here denotes the end of the runway, usable runway. Then you have your marks here, your line. Then you have these hash marks. And then I'll talk about this one here in a minute. Okay, these are representing landing zone, but each one is 500 feet apart. See my golf course analogy? So it gives the pilot an idea of, first off, how far have I gone down? Okay. Now, so 3,000, is this one 3,000? Let's see, 1,000, 2,000, 2,500 feet is your landing zone. A lot of airports, 3,000 on a 10,000 foot runway. On a 10,000 foot runway. Folks, you're on a 7,100 foot runway here. Now, you get the 3,000, you might want to go to max brakes, max reverse thrust, things like that. It's starting to tell you where that end of the runway is. So that's what pilots really key on. Did I land in the landing zone? If I did that, I've achieved it. Passengers are going to tell me if I hit hard or not. And then the captain blames the flight engineer, who wasn't anywhere near the flying the aircraft. He was maintaining system. Anyway, so that gives you a quick rundown of this, what you see here. Mention these. Here is the PAPIs for this runway. They're right ahead of what's called the aiming point. This is visually where we want to touch down. It's a big target, folks. Just short, according to this. I know, looking out the window in the sim, I was just past. So, then you got all your nice numbers over here. Your pitch, your roll, meaning how the aircraft was, and all of that. 108 feet a minute, folks. 1.8 Gs. That is a good landing. Especially on the rivers. Let's take a look at it again. In essence, that's what I flew. Let's take a look at it one more time, folks. Hopefully. How'd I get rid of it? So, oh, it must go away as soon as we land. Oh, maybe I didn't put it in here. Hang on, let me pull it up. Okay, here's the infamous rivers approach. Okay, we actually flew this, or pretty close to it. So you're coming down your localizer, you turn here for the runway and land. Folks, this is a little bit of a tricky landing. Rivers, look at this, you're just following the river. The DME marks out here by bridges and so forth. And then you make your turn for the runway. It's a pretty tricky approach. Once you do it a few times, it's not hard. But getting that rhythm of when to turn, that's where the trick comes in. So, all right, so enough of me blathering here. Okay, let's put this thing in reverse. Now, Musfussers, this is the difference between X-Plane and you big time. Now, we just have to click here, in product, not an exterior program downloaded, ran prior to when you want to go backwards. Look at that. I can go all the way back to the beginning and relive it. I'd rather not. And I'm pretty sure you don't. But I could just take this and just start dragging and dragging. Let's start it from there. Look at it out here. Maestro, some music. And this is the river on the river's approach flight. Now we're on a displaced localizer, meaning we're going to come down along that river and then we got to turn for the runway. It's not a straight ILS or localizer. All right, hang on. Let's speed it up. It's going to wobble about, but let's get in there. The goal is to stay away from over here. Let's see how we do. There's the Pentagon. It's a nice turn on course. The only thing it doesn't show is the traffic that was on the screen. That's much. See, just passed. Folks, look at that. Man, a lot of grease coming off those tires. Wow. Great landing, I have to say. That was pretty good. I'm really liking it. Let's go backwards one more time. At the turn. Guessed it, a different view. That looked pretty good. Let's go back real quick. I'd like to watch that the whole way through. We'll do it in high speed. Oops, that looks phenomenal. That's how it's supposed to look. Watch it one more time to come around. Just because we got a really good winter day here. Look at the backdrop factor. You can see DC, the Washington Monument, a few other things, and the Capitol eventually. Look at that. Man, I read that chart well today. Thank you, Lord. I really needed a good approach. And that's how it's supposed to be flown, folks. Thank you, Hawker. All right, folks. Well, we're going to call it tonight. Put her in the place. All right, folks. Well, I am going to wrap it up tonight. We have had a blast out here. We on the externals. Hang on a second. Yes, we are. Oh, we are on PAX. Okay. All right, folks. I hope y'all had a great day. I hope your Christmas went well. Folks, remember my friends there at HelloFresh. Folks, 21 days. Free food, shipped free. Wintertime, not a bad deal. Hit that promo code. If you're a new subscriber, you've also helped out Flying with Mike. Folks, we'll be back at it tomorrow, hopefully with what's planned. And we'll see you then. God bless you all. We'll see you tomorrow from maybe Philadelphia or maybe somewhere else. God bless you all. Good night.